Just checking my legs for spiking.
For what?
Turned on the telly this
stunning.
morning. It's party time. So the BBC's saying people are getting syringed in nightclubs
They're
again.
not.
They're not. It's not happening.
not.
They had a woman on as evidence. She says, she didn't go to the police. She's never had her blood tested. But her evidence was she was slurring her words, and the following day she found a hole in her trousers.
No.
What's that?
How'd you get a hole in your
Why
trousers?
are the BBC reporting this as news?
Oh,
People are being spiked
do you know
with drugs in their
okay.
drink. People's
Right.
Mickey Finn.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Young people now spiking a drink,
Is
dropping a drug in it is an old term.
Yeah.
And there was a slight generational gap where they never used that term.
Yeah.
And they started using
Spike
watch
it.
your drink doesn't get spiked. They assumed syringed.
They are. Yeah.
No one's getting syringed.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
No,
It
people-
happened in Dundee, and loads of people came out over one period saying, I was
Yeah.
spiked, had a syringe stuck in me. And the few people that were actually tested, there was nothing. You
No.
were drunk, you
You're
spewed on your fucking trousers.
Yeah. But it's back. That's a BBC.
And it's dangerous enough
Because
for women getting spiked.
Yeah, they've got to a stage now where you're not allowed to maybe question anybody. You might hurt their feelings. You're not allowed to say, "Now, are you sure this happened?" Because that's
Yeah.
doubting somebody.
Now, I'm not an expert in anything, but as soon as I heard this, everyone's getting syringed, you're like, hold on.
I thought they'd forgotten all about it, but it's back.
Ah.
2,500 cases, they're saying.
Oh my God.
No, there's no cases.
And this is dangerous.
It's very
because
dangerous.
You're taking the eye off people actually
Yeah.
dropping
Drugs.
drugs. In,
I've been
yeah.
spiked. People put drugs
It
in.
happened to
It
me.
happens.
It happened
Who's
to
going
me.
about with a fucking syringe? I just have a vision of like somebody opening his jacket and it's just fucking rows of syringes. Just
Yeah. And syringes don't go in you and you don't feel it.
No.
You feel it.
It's wild.
Because a lot of them were saying they would get it in the buttocks
No buttocks.
or the thigh. Have you ever had an injection
I've
in the buttocks?
never been injected in the buttocks.
Well, I got an anti-sickness one. And the
you
nurse
could have
went-
just removed all the mirrors for your house.
I could have.
Watching
And the
such-
nurse, that's so hurtful. And then have you haven't my jumper?
No.
And the nurse just went whack in the
Painful.
arse. I've never because it hits the muscle.
It does. Muscle.
Oh my God! I'm pure muscle down there.
oh,
Pure
yeah.
muscle.
Like two leathery pancakes.
Uh,
Over Christmas, I watched Basic Instinct with Michael Douglas.
Why?
Because he's got his leathery pancake
Oh.
arse, and I thought, I wonder how Derek's getting on.
Why are you watching? Oh God, that's
Oh, that film is a hoot.
It's
You know, I like
terrible.
that. It's an
I
absolute.
went to the cinema
hoot.
to see that. I'm sold.
I bet you dirty bastard.
It was so bad.
It's a wonderful because it knows it's Verhoeven. It's taking the piss. It's a stupid. It's a.
He made it like he hates Hollywood.
Yeah, he does. But I love how Sharon Stone's like that. I was tricked into getting my growler out.
No, you weren't, you silly fuck. God almighty.
Oh, lovely stuff. But just, I love Michael Douglas because, like, all your Stallones and that always played the films where they're heroic.
Yeah.
They always had a wife that got killed in the first 5 minutes, so that's the not gays. But Douglas was happy to play all the sleazy.
He was a
guy.
sleazy shitbag
He was
and
happy,
everything.
yeah, he loved it. They're like, oh, no,
Fatal Attraction.
Michael Douglas wouldn't.
He was the baddie
Yeah.
in Fatal Attraction. People forget that. It
Mel
wasn't
Gibson's
Glenn
like
Close.
that. I'm not doing that. That's a little bit morally fucking bleak. Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Douglas like that. Where can I sign on for this? Ken? Have you ever seen the one where he gets sexually assaulted by Demi Moore?
Oh, yeah.
Disclosure.
That's terrible.
She's just
That's
had big.
so
she's got
bad.
buttocks.
She does have
She's got
buttocks.
muscular
I
buttocks.
was at striptease where she's walking along the thing and she rips her top open and everyone went, oh, what the fuck?
What kind of stripper's that?
It was terrible.
She'd come straight from G.I. Jane onto the set of striptease.
G.I. Jane. That's how Ridley Scott, it proves he's utter shit. That was a Ridley Scott one, wasn't it?
I've never seen it.
It's fucking
It's
terrible.
It's just her with a shaved head.
It's the worst film ever.
It's just star power. It was her star power.
It was
He
so
doesn't.
bad.
Scott doesn't really do the star power.
I think it was her main line in it was "Suck my dick."
What line?
Went to the pictures to see that as well.
Did you?
Furious.
I'm saying a wee pattern developing. here.
Furious I was.
I love striptease because Burt Reynolds is in it, and he's just fucking.
He's wonderful.
He's just his.
He was
boots.
wonderful.
He was good. A twinkle,
But
but
we're just past. This is why this is late, because it was Christmas.
here's one for you.
Oh,
The tatty's wasted this
Right.
year.
okay.
So I wasted no food. There was nothing. Not even a scrap of food was wasted. Everyone's consumed.
Well, that's wonderful. Why?
In UK, because I just eat everything.
I know you
in
do.
UK, the tatties alone, the potatoes for our non-Scottish viewers, the potatoes wasted could feed the UK every Christmas for 48 years.
What? Is that a joke?
No,
Jesus fuck.
tons and tons and unknown tons of food.
I don't like wasted food.
I find it makes me sick.
Okay. You went very quiet on Christmas Day. You started off strong with your breakfast.
I
think you failed.
No,
You fucking failed.
I said I'd 14 meals.
Did you? I missed that.
Oh,
I
you
missed
missed
that.
it.
You were going for 21.
I ran out of food.
Yeah, I knew you failed.
No, I ran out of food.
Oh my God, that is
There was nothing
disgusting.
left. All I had left was cream and Brussels sprouts. And some of the fuckers would suggest that I eating that. No, I'd got all the measurements wrong. I ran out of pigs and kilts. I ran out of the turkey. It was all gone.
Oh my God.
I came to an end.
At what time?
Hey God, what time was it? It wasn't even that late in the evening. It was like 7 o'clock, something like that.
That's not running out. You've had enough.
I know I ran out.
Oh my
I had no
God.
food left. I was disappointed in myself. I didn't buy.
Pray for Goron.
I know how I fucked up. It was a turkey crown.
What's that?
It's like it's like the turkey crown, but it's rolled and stuff in it. It's beautiful, but there just wasn't an excess.
I don't like turkey.
I love turkey. No, you don't cook. I cook it beautifully. It was just so.
I
succulent.
don't like turkey.
It was delicious, and I had my citron tart. That was gone.
Okay.
It just ran out. It ran out.
Do you want to
was-
know what I had?
What?
This is what
This
I wrote
is your
down.
fault, though.
Right.
A korma.
No, I had. Well, yeah, I did. But the point is, there's in the middle of the table. It's me, my girlfriend, my mum. It's a lovely day. And we're sitting talking, and in the middle, there's this big Christmas cake. Now, a lady that used to have a bakery
Hold on, this
across
you had
from
the
the
turkey.
church. Right, this is after it. This is
Okay,
after
okay, you
the
had the
food.
cake,
And I'm
okay.
waiting,
Uh-huh.
because I'm looking at this cake.
What
and I'm
kind
worried
of
about
cake is it?
This is what I'll get to. So the story was, this old lady, she used to have a bakery, a very famous bakery in Dundee for many, many years.
Uh-huh.
And she would still be, the only thing she would do is Christmas cakes for loads of all her friends and people at the church. Right?
Rich.
Right. So, well, just wait. So I'm like, this cake's going to be good. Now it's the fondant icing, and it's beautifully done like snow.
Hate
And
this.
there's little, just wait, hold on. You've got to listen to the detail.
Yeah, come on.
There's a little house.
Yeah.
There's a little tree. There's a little snowman.
Okay.
It's fucking beautiful.
Right.
And Mum goes, son, Derek, take the knife, start cutting the cake, and we're all going to have a bit. And she went and made a cup of tea. We're all sitting talking. It was lovely. Cup of tea. And I cut into the cake. There's a smell that's familiar. I'll open it up. It was a loaf of bread. The old wifey had made loaves of bread and covered them in fondant. I ate it.
So she's lost her mind.
Yes. It was just loaves of bread.
Well, the Dundee spaceman.
Hours awaited for that.
The Dundee spaceman.
Yeah.
Every year, I would feel sorry for him, but I can't stand him.
Mm-hmm.
He gets himself a microwave Christmas meal for one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine how bleak?
I could imagine the sadness.
How disgusting that would be. He deserves it.
Right.
But I don't think they make them anymore because
Okay.
the demographic that used to eat them are all dead.
All dead. All
COVID
gone.
solved
COVID
the last
sorted
of
out microwave meals.
So he'd said to my colleague, he'd found himself the perfect thing for his Christmas day.
All right.
It was a Barry Matthews burger.
So it was just in a bit of cellophane.
No,
Just
It's
microwave.
Bernard Matthews. But he
Uh-huh.
thought it was Barry,
Barry
Matthews.
Matthews.
Breaded turkey burgers, 4-pack. That's what he had in his Christmas
Oh,
day.
that's kind of...
That's so bleak.
That's bleak. Do you want to hear bleaker?
Oh,
So I have...
your bread.
You could take the icing
Oh,
off
just
and toast it.
The shit out of
It was just a loaf of bread, right? So we're like, fucking hell, I'm not going to get... We're waiting a little while.
You should have known by the weight.
It was heavy. No, the fondant on it
Oh.
was half a ton.
Are you sure?
I actually thought it was
No,
so stodgy.
That sounds to me like that's kind of like that's a shop window one.
No,
That's a display
no.
one.
There was phone calls made and everyone got
Everybody-
the same.
And she baked a loaf of bread.
Yes.
Or she'd bought that.
The bread was absolutely perfect. I had it, honestly, the next morning I had it just as toast. I had a fried egg on it, on the Christmas cake. It was lovely. Now, I'm sitting there
Jesus.
later on, We're all just chilling, a cup of tea, and there's some sweeties, right? And again, these were made, and they're not by the same person,
Oh, just as well.
right?
Ah.
And they looked like, I don't know, some were like tablet. I don't like
Have you
tablet.
thought about maybe going to a shop and buying just stuff rather than relying
It was
on
my
the
mum's
Lockheed?
day. It was my mum's day. She puts it together,
Don't let her do
Not
next
again.
year. No.
right? And then, but some of them were like covered in hundreds and thousands. I thought chocolate, right? Okay, so I got it, bit into it. They're little stars,
Right.
bath bombs. The whole thing was bath bombs. And when you bite into soap, right, it takes
sorry,
hours to get the flavour.
Was your mother maybe lost her marbles? What's that test the
This is
doctor
stuff.
can do?
This is stuff.
Did it not smell like a bath bomb?
No, they smelled of chocolate. It was chocolate bath bombs, and it said chocolate on it, and they were sold as chocolate,
I'm not sure.
right?
This is slightly worrying. I'm not sure you're. I've been doing Christmas for a number of years now.
Actually, Susan was visiting.
Okay.
She was
Didn't
crying,
know that,
laughing at
haven't
me
you?
because
Didn't know that, haven't you?
I was eating on a fucking
She
bath
maybe
bomb.
swapped your chocolate and put bath bomb.
She came
Because
across for
Susie's
a
not
cup
a
of
big
tea.
fan of washing.
No, she doesn't wash. I actually went across to her house,
Oh no!
and you know what she was wearing?
Oh, don't tell me.
Silk bag.
Okay.
That's all she was wearing. Just her silk bag.
Was there a wee man in it with her?
Oh, probably.
Just a wee-
Screaming,
just a wee
screaming
guy.
to get out.
She sewed him in.
So my Christmas. Can I show you what I got for Christmas? I think you'll like it.
Okay. Well, you got a dinosaur.
I got a Triceratops, the greatest of all the dinosaurs,
Right.
because it's got a beak,
Ah, okay,
articulated. Look
okay.
at that.
Is that from Little's?
Yeah, I don't know. My mother got me that because she knows I love a Triceratops. Isn't that amazing?
You've been such a. That's been.
And I
Did she
got
ever
and I got a jumper.
cry herself? I noticed that jumper.
I got a
Nice jumper.
I was jealous of yours. And
I
a
got
jumper. Yeah.
my mum and dad
Oh,
a velvetizer.
what the fuck is that?
It's just the greatest middle class gift ever. It's a chocolate velvetizer. So you put milk in and chocolate, crushed chocolate,
Mhm.
and it makes you the greatest hot chocolate you've ever had in your life.
Really?
Wonderful. A velvetizer.
I can make an announcement.
The thing is, there's a velvetizer magazine, and you can join the velvetizer club.
Oh, I'm hating
And
this.
it's a subculture, and it gives you tips how to use your velvetizer. So you can use all the milk. You can use oat milk.
Are the naturists as well?
You can but you can make cocktails.
Oh,
I made a white chocolate velvetizer with Bailey's in it.
that sounds horrific.
Oh God, you don't.
Okay.
love.
I can make an announcement.
I've had like 30 velvetizers.
There was something I wanted to do. We're doing 2 shows today. And for the second show, there was something I wanted to do, but I'm unable to. But for next week,
disappointing.
hopefully,
Uh-huh.
at some point, maybe next Friday, we'll do this.
Mm.
Susan bought me something
Oh Jesus!
because of one of the podcasts. And I said, do you know what happens to candy floss in the rain? She bought me a candy floss maker.
Oh gee, you'll never use that.
We will be using it on the show.
But you'll never. That's a gift you'll use once.
Maybe.
It's a sticky gift.
It's a sticky gift. Now, I didn't
Stickier
realize
than
everyone
your
said it's
sheets.
sticky.
It's sticky.
But there was no sticks with
It
it.
gets everywhere.
We're doing it here.
It fills the air.
We're doing it here.
Candy floss is like
It's like fiberglass.
yeah, but it's
edible
like
fibre.
popcorn. It's one of these poor bastard things. Again, it's like the cheapest thing. It's
Yeah.
eking out. It's just I love
Pop-
candy floss.
Popcorn I used to make for myself all the time.
Popcorn's just like wild.
I used to go- Yeah, I used to go down to Lockheed.
Popcorn came into being during the Great Recession.
Oh, I could
in
imagine.
America.
Fills your stomach up.
Fills
Now,
your stomach.
there was a place down in Lockheed. It's all been knocked down.
Good.
And it was big buckets of food. You could scoop things out.
A scooper market.
Yeah, sort of like, yeah.
Scooper market. Yeah.
And I would get popcorn. And honestly, you'd get a bag this big for 50 pence.
Yeah, yeah.
Just go home, make it in a big pot and have popcorn, right? I loved it. Nothing on it, no salt,
No.
I just eat it the way it was, right? Loved doing it. One day, I went in and all the mice scattered. They were just filled
Oh, they've
the
been
thing
living
up.
in that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, living in that.
So it was just, so I just never went back.
Remember years ago somebody bought a thing of cornflakes and there's a mouse in it.
Oh,
Kind the mouse had been packed into
Just
the cornflakes and just been eating the cornflakes.
living on it,
Just
yeah.
living on it. Imagine just living in your own, living on your food. It's like in Australia at that time there's a big plagues of mice.
Oh, I watched
It's
that.
phenomenal.
It's amazing.
They were having to use
Flamethrowers.
flamethrowers. Wasn't that doing the slightest bit of
No,
difference?
it doesn't do anything.
Oh, millions of them.
So yeah, so hopefully next week
Scooper markets, yeah.
we're going to have
Oh, wow.
It's going to be an experience.
Didn't it come with sticks?
It didn't come with fucking sticks.
What the fuck? What's the
It
point?
didn't come. I was like, do you put your finger? I don't think you can. I think.
Oh no,
something-
you can. You can put your finger in.
Okay,
You
but we're
put
going to
your-
get sticks.
put your willy in there as
We're
well.
not doing that. We're going to get sticks,
Ah,
and we're going to make on this show
oh,
candy floss,
ah.
and then it'll be put away forever.
I remember I worked in a pub and they had a hot dog dispensing machine,
Yeah,
and these hot dogs just rolled, and they were just in there forever.
just
There was a pub in Dundee in Perth Road. My mate Francis worked in, and I think it was on the Sunday. They used all the regulars, they would have a golf thing.
All right, okay,
So they'd all go out and play golf in the morning and all rendezvous back at the pub.
okay,
And they'd get mince rolls.
right.
But do you know where they kept the mince?
Hold on,
In the microwave.
of course.
So the mince was made up
Mm-hmm.
and then it just stayed there from 1 week to the next.
Oh,
So they would just get the spoon and
Oh.
break up the
this the slab of rust.
and then
No, the scab on the top.
scab and then go,
Oh,
and they would all farm and sit and watch them and they're all, oh, this is the best.
oh, that's not good.
I was
That's
at the
not
post office this morning. All the junkies waiting outside.
good. You go too early.
They've all got the new trainers on.
Oh, that's it.
They're all on that bus stop. They always try and speak to me. I just go,
Yeah,
fuck off.
they're always there.
Just fuck off. I went
Mhm.
into the woman. I says, God, those junkies are getting my tits this morning. I says, they just always try and speak to me. She says, I best not speak to them. I says, I don't know. I says, I just fancy machine gunning them. And her and I just shared a wee laugh about killing 12 people.
Now I know you
Oh.
don't like the guy up there, but he takes no fucking shit from them.
He
He takes no shit.
you couldn't though.
He's like he runs out of them.
You can't
He's like,
let
you
them.
little fucking cunt. He's
You-
right at their
Yeah,
face.
you
and you're like,
can't
"Oh,
let them
shit."
in because they would just rob you blind. Well,
Yeah.
does that shop? The problem with a lot of the corner shops in Dundee, they sell junky merchandise.
Yes.
So they sell tinfoil and they sell those milkshake drinks, which
yes. That's,
don't sell those and you'll be fine. The minute you
they're
have them,
always there.
they'll smell it.
Don't have tinfoil.
Don't have tinfoil.
Jesus.
Do not have tinfoil.
That's pretty bleak.
What does a
That's
junkie
bad.
do for Christmas, I wonder? Do they get themselves a particularly good batch?
I've noticed.
This has come all the
No,
way from
junkies-
Afghanistan from you.
Oh God,
Finest era.
going to bring a tear to my eye. No,
They maybe get like a selection box, but it's just full of all the different drugs.
different pills in each one.
This isn't it's not a bounty, it's like
They
Valium.
ate it all in one day,
Just one day.
like I did with my chocolate one this year. I just ate it all in one day. Now I know what junkies do
and
'cause I
on
live
Christmas.
next to them. They love as much tradition as possible.
Oh,
They've got to have the turkey. They've got to have. I've seen them fighting over sprouts because their sprouts wasn't there, and the guy he was right next door to us, and he come out and he was shouting at his girlfriend,
oh.
"No fucking sprouts! That's not Christmas. You've ruined it." Then he fell down. But they love the tradition. It's got to be done right. I don't know how much they achieve that,
Oh, it's
but
gonna
they
be
definitely
difficult
go for
them.
it. Yeah, they definitely go.
Well, I
for
was
it.
walking back from the post office. My mate phoned, Cape Ross phoned, and there was these junkies walked past me, a woman and her man pushing a pram with a wee baby in it, and this beaten-looking dog, and he was just like, "You fucking cunt" to the woman, like, "You fucking same stupid bitch." And I was
my
like, "Holy
God.
shit!"
Yeah.
But I was just walking past him, but Ross says, "What's that?" And I said, and I just held the phone as I walked past him. I held the phone up, and he fucking looked at me. And I just fucking looked at him.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's
poor
not.
woman, poor
It's
fucking hell.
a terrible life.
Just yeah, people
It's
go.
not train spotting.
No,
That-
train spawn makes it glamorous.
That made diarrhea glamorous. You went on some existential journey of
Aye.
freedom because you had the shits.
I just,
You know what I mean?
No,
No,
it's just brutality,
it's horrible.
and it's like they're all friends with each other,
Mhm.
but they will slit each other's throats to get
Yes,
ahead.
that's right.
There's no friendship.
No.
It's a Shark Tank.
And the thing is, right, I have the empathy for another human and the problems
Yeah.
and everything. But I was told, oh, you can't call those people junkies and all this sort of. And I was, listen, have them live next door to you.
You don't want that.
Have that and tell me your opinion in 1 week.
Did you see the sign? That's
1 week.
See the sign that's beside the copy?
No.
It goes, "Merry Christmas,"
Okay.
and it says, "To the person who robbed me the other night, thanks very much. Could you please give me my computer back?" And he said, I don't care about the printer and all this. Nothing's worth any money, but all my university works on the laptop.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Somebody just robbed
Just
somebody.
robbed them. Well, actually, in
But
university,
a second-hand laptop's worth
in
nothing.
university, no, laptops are fuck all. But in university, if laptops especially go missing, it's other students 99 times out of 100.
Yeah. I think it's a housebreaking, though.
Yeah. Well, even though,
Yeah.
because usually they know where
Yeah.
the person is and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that shocking?
Yeah. The thing
It's-
is, all the students will be away.
Yeah.
But
There's
I would-
always
I-
a few students. When I was working at the university, there's always a few students
hang about.
that hang about and they rob. It's well known. My friend, what's her name? But she was robbed blind.
Right.
Now she fell out with someone, and this is what happens.
Although
They went in her room and took everything. Everything.
Yeah.
I actually got all her music. I was able to get back her CDs because I went into Groucho's when it was in,
Oh.
and they were all there.
I got robbed, and like
Her name was on them.
40 CDs, and they're all in Groucho's.
Yeah.
I went to the police. What do we do now? He says, "Oh, there's nothing you can do." So I made a list of everything that was stolen, went to Groucho's, and they said, "We've got all your stuff."
Yeah. Oh no, I went down.
It was all there.
And they went like that. Yeah, we'll give you it all. They just that was when Groucho's was under the Angus Hotel. That was over 20 years ago.
Time.
And I just went in. I went like, and they went, tell the girl to come across, ID and that. Came across. They took them all. And she got them all back. They didn't argue
No,
because I think there was a lot of that going on in Groucho's.
well, that business model just ran out.
yeah.
I'm always surprised how that CEX place still exists.
With second-hand stuff, yeah, and the games and that.
Who's
Because
buying second-hand DVDs?
well, the problem is with the games now. I just pay for the Xbox, whatever it's called. It's
Yeah.
like £11 a month, and I get all the games for free.
yeah,
And there's no way, because games are like £60 each now. And I
Yeah.
just, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just pay the £10.
no,
Because to play online, it was like £6-7 anyway.
fuck, yeah, okay.
So now I just pay a bit extra and get all
No,
the
I
games.
don't know these hardware stuff. I don't know, but you look into it. I've never been in CX for years. It looks bleak.
It's pretty sad, because the thing is, it's not that cheap, because my iPad that I just got was like 320 quid, something like that. And the same iPad down there was like 290. Just go across to Argos and get a few pound more and get a new.
But I bought a brand new one.
So
I bought a pair of second-hand shoes
why?
because because they're Red Wings, and I wasn't
What does
getting.
that mean?
And they're a really good boot, American-made boot,
Okay.
because they're like 250 quid, something like that, and I got a pair for like 80 quid. They're almost brand new.
Oh, God,
second
well,
hand.
someone else's feet.
I
have been in
don't care.
them.
You just wash
What
them.
of
mate.
athlete's foot?
Oh, fuck no, you just clean them out.
I've
mate.
got psoriasis on my
No,
feet.
it's
It's
fine.
terrible.
Just clean them out. It's like a nice second-hand shoe.
Jesus.
I don't mind second-hand shoes.
No?
I won't buy a second-hand bog brush or second-hand underpants.
Pads.
But other
Toothbrush.
than that, toothbrush.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Because you
disgusting.
I buy second-hand mugs all the time. Crockery. You just end up buying a wee mug. I'm not going to a shop and buying a brand new mug.
There's loads here. Help
I can get a
yourself in the
10
cupboard.
pence. I can get a 10 pence mug.
No.
Yeah, clean. You clean it.
Do you know how much mugs
sit-
are out of Tesco's?
Ugh,
They're
too
not much more.
Too much. I wouldn't give Tesco the steam off my piss.
Oh my God.
Can you use
there's
a
not much
toilet
more.
somebody else has sat on? So who cares?
Well, I kind of don't. I hover.
Well, I can.
Speaking of which,
Oh, has there been shites left here over Christmas?
the shite in the toilet is so bad that the water's disappeared in one of them. It's blocked, solid. Right, it's broken.
Has
Right,
the shite I've
it's
been hanging
a
about?
pile of shite in it, and the other one, they flushed it, but it's so dirty. It's got shite stains, like, oh, horrible. Even talking about
Is the
it,
cleaner just given up?
she's not come in. She'll be in a few days, so she's off for the holidays. So
Oh,
when
that's
she comes
terrible.
back, she'll confront that when she comes in. But someone shit on the seat, so the toilets are unusable.
Why are they doing that?
It happens all the time. It's been happening for years, man.
That's a declaration of war.
COVID.
It's a declaration of war.
It's vile. It's so bad. It's so bad. This is the worst it's ever been. You go in, you smell it in the room,
Aye,
in the toilet. It's just fucking terrible. And it's one person.
aye.
We know who's doing it.
It's been malicious.
Suzanne.
I know. She's got so much shite. The ladies isn't enough. She just has to use
Honestly.
both.
I got a gift off her yesterday.
Oh God, what was
I got her calendar.
it?
They're
Did she-
expensive.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Had
yeah,
she
I got
washed
a
her
calendar.
hands?
She'd
before
washed her
handed-
hands, and I got her calendar,
Yeah.
which was very nice. It was
That's
good.
nice.
Now, when you're sitting in the house over
Uh-huh.
Christmas,
Uh-huh.
you watch more YouTube than usual.
I've tried
And
to avoid
I
it.
started
Oh no.
in an area I would never watch.
What?
And it's watching this guy in Japan just go around on trains, expensive ones. And
Yeah, I watched that last night.
wonderful.
The 7-star experience.
That's the one I
That's
watched.
the one I watched, yeah. Wonderful.
And each carriage has different wood
He's
it's
a bit
made
of a
of.
character, isn't he?
Wonderful. Now, this took me on another thing. There was
Uh-huh.
another guy recommended, and he's a British guy,
Oh,
and he went on the Royal Scotsman.
he's an arsehole.
He's a prick. Wait, let's get started though.
He once went, he was on it once and he went for a shower
Uh-huh.
and he'd realised he could see his cock in the brasswork of the shower thing. So he had to digitise it.
Oh my God. Anyway,
The guy with kind of slight flick in the gingery hair.
that's him.
He's a
He's a
dump.
bit bloated. He always
He's
wears NASA stuff.
He's a prick, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
He'd his missus on one time. She'd her chakes out the whole time.
Right, okay. I've got to get to the
So
details of this because it's very important, but you know the guy.
yeah.
Now, I think this journey around Scotland for 5 nights is about 14 grand. Now, hold on. You go seal watching in a pishy little fucking cobble boat, and there's a seal, and they go, oh, and it's pissing down rain. You drink constantly. They'll have to keep you drunk or you realise what you've done.
Yeah, you've
Right? They take you to a distillery. They have a guy with keyboards wearing a kilt playing music for you, and everyone's going, oh, like this. It's terrible.
it's like when tourists visit like an African village, they all come out in the full gear.
That's
It
it.
used to come to my hometown.
And everyone comes out in
And
kilts.
it
Yeah.
was Kevin Costner and Sean Connery and that guy. They used to pull up to the vet and come out and they'd be a piper and they'd get their whiskey.
Of course. Now, this is all very nice, like
Oh.
very expensive food
Oh, very
and all this sort of thing. You know.
Pot noodles and that.
It's
Tonics and above.
Exactly.
Tonics.
Exactly. And they travel all around Scotland over this 5-day period. And
Right.
when the train is not moving, that's when you sleep. So it's all very calm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, he said the stop
Uh-huh.
at a magical place. Wait, hold on. Let me finish this. This is so important. And they get off the train, and on the platform, they get a dance lesson, a wee Kaylee. It's at Dundee's rail station. £14,000. You get off at Dundee station with people walking by you, and they're all dancing a wee Kaylee, and there's a fucking pipe or an accordion.
Dundee Station's awful.
It's covered in cum. We all know that. It's covered in cum. It's
used-
the worst.
Oh,
But there's people looking at you.
There's a bar. This horrible bar there. It's just like
They
sells
said-
horrible drink.
You come to Dundee Station, which has never been, the paint's peeling off it. It's the worst place in the
They've
world.
built a new bit up top, which is lovely, but downstairs,
But downstairs it's never been
No,
touched.
never seen.
Right?
Fuck.
And you get off the train in Dundee Station and you dance on the platform. And this costs 14
I'll have to watch
grand.
that.
Watch it. I'll send you the link.
He's
We
such a
were
bellend.
howling.
There's all these guys that travel places. Is it can him? It's like, and he's on the flights.
Yeah.
He just goes terrible flight. He's on African Airlines and he thinks, oh, it's not worked out well. You're like,
My Wendy's no rolling up.
Ghana, Ghanaian. I watched this great thing about Ghana. It's a guy that goes to Sierra Leone and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a New Zealander or something. He's in Ghana. And the folk, they're living in a fucking slum.
Yeah.
It's just a slum.
Okay.
And but they're healthier looking than Boots Corner in Dundee. The folk are just looking tremendous. And they're just like, their lives are not easy, but they're fucking positive about things.
Yeah.
You've got to be, or you're fucked.
Yeah. It's like
And
being in Dundee.
He goes to him, where's the toilet? And the guy says, you just shit into the sea.
Brilliant.
So they just all cock their backsides over this wall into the sea.
Indigo.
Yeah, Ghana. They were in another one. Was it Ghana? And they went down to the market to buy the delicacy, which was a cow's head.
Oh, that's.
But I thought, how much is a cow's head? Is it going to be like,
Mhm.
what's the money in Ghana? Kwacha or something? I don't know. But you thought, is it going to be a couple $? It was like 17 quid.
Oh,
That's-
very expensive.
You could get a decent sirloin steak in Dundee for that.
But you go for the heat.
But just a big heat.
Get the ice.
But I watched the thing. There's another guy. Can the guy that's got the best food show? He
Yeah.
wears a bandana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really like him. He's kind of upbeat. He went to this. He was with this tribe that were in the plainsmen, bush kind of folk. They were great.
Okay.
And they were eating. He was eating what they were eating. So they'd shot a monkey.
Okay.
And I thought they're going to butcher it.
Uh-huh.
and prepare the monkey. No, they just threw the whole monkey onto a bonfire and then just ate it.
Oh,
It was the
God.
wildest looking food you've ever seen in your life.
Because it would all probably sear really hard and then cook.
Yeah, but you would
Yeah.
skin it. 'Cause my dad used to shoot a rabbit.
You'd
But
skin
he'd
it.
skin it.
You don't want outside.
You didn't just throw it on the fire. But Kim, I mean, this is a
It
way
sounds
of life.
exactly like
But
the Royal
Ga- yeah,
Scotsman.
Ghana was amazing, but you'd go into these shacks and build. But people were entrepreneurial. It's like Nigeria. I watched a thing, and there was the slaughterhouses, which are all outside. They're slaughtering all these animals, and one guy thought to himself, "The blood's being wasted."
Mm-hmm.
So he made a business basically collecting all the blood and making black pudding out of it.
Oh, lovely. That
So there's
sounds good.
all. Kim, I mean,
There's
in
always
this
something.
country, folk open the most stupid business. Ken how lassies who have a baby, and they'll think to themselves, "I need to open a baby clothes company."
Yeah.
They always last 2 weeks.
That's it.
They,
That's
they,
always
they
the case.
do up a shop that's all cutesy. They sit there, nobody
comes in. Yeah, it's exactly what
But,
happens.
but there's no pressure. 'Cause-
I've got a cupcake business.
but your business can go tits up, and you're not going to be dead.
Yeah,
You'll ruin yourself, but you're not really ruined. You're fine.
yeah. You'll
in
continue.
Africa, if it doesn't work out for you,
You're in trouble.
You're in a lot of
Oh
trouble.
my God, that's amazing.
Incredible people.
Not as bad as the Royal Scotsman, though.
Yeah, the Royal
I
Scot-
will, and when I'm telling you that they're dancing on the platform,
No, I used to come to my hometown. all
I
the time.
will. I remember I was going past once, and it was sitting
Aye.
there, and I was just waiting on someone, and I was looking over, and they were pointing to me
Was
that
there
they
a-
were looking because
was
they were
there
all
a-
having their big
Oh, you-
formal dinner.
They thought
It's in
you.
Dundee,
Mm.
right? And they're going, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "I'm just standing." So I had a wee blue light on my key
Yeah.
ring, so I started shining it, and they closed all the curtains and everything. It's like, what the
The
fuck?
one, the Caledonian Sleeper one,
Uh-huh.
which is the high end one. It's very expensive,
Very.
but it's good. It would be good because you get into the centre of London and you've had a
It's
sleep,
like 400 quid.
but nothing kind of works.
Yeah.
Whereas that Japanese train,
Oh,
everything worked.
God. I'm not into trains, but that was amazing.
But the Japanese do stuff to a fetishistic level.
yes.
They're so.
perfect.
They're like so trains apart. The train itself's unlike a train here.
Yeah.
It was pristine. It's like they'd been down
It's-
polishing the
It was mirrored.
Yeah.
The outside of it was mirrored.
wild.
It was so
Wild.
polished.
Wild
It
stuff.
was incredible. Then I went on to another one.
But it was expensive.
Oh,
Thousands.
no, now here's the thing. It's super expensive, but that doesn't matter because the only way you can get on it is a lottery. And of the people who go on it, less than 1% get on because it's so booked up.
Wild.
So even you're the
Did you see
richest
it-
person in the world,
see
you
it-
might never
see
get on it.
See at the back, there's a big window, so
The
you can sit.
big window, beautiful. That's the
I'd
one.
love to go on one of those Canadian trains. It's the big
Oh,
sky view thing.
Because it was trains last night,
Yeah.
right? I was watching this, and this
It's because
guy,
you're an old bastard.
this is it. This
doing
guy
the
in the
train.
States, he's got these old trains, and it's really expensive to get on them.
Right.
But they're the most amazing carriages where they're all tops like that.
Yeah.
But one of the back of them is, oh God, it's like from the future.
Oh, there's,
You have to see it. It's fucking
there's
amazing.
a South African one
Mm-hmm.
where they stop at this like station place in the middle of nowhere,
Okay,
and can they get you out? And it's phenomenal stuff.
that's great.
Phenomenal.
I like that.
This heritage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can some old brand? Like if I had money, I'd like to go in the Orient Express. That would be
okay,
phenomenal.
So if I went on that now, but here's the problem. I'm apparently, according to some people, Laura, I'm an ancient elderly person.
yeah,
But I'd be the youngest on these trains by about 30 years.
you like that shit.
You know what
No,
I mean?
the Orient Express I've seen is quite a lot of young folk on it, but wealthy.
Wealthy.
But just I'd love I've never been on it. It's like an Agatha Christie thing.
Yeah.
You're staying on the bed because a cabin.
Mhm.
That would be wonderful. It'd be
That'd
very,
be cool.
I missed trains when I was a kid. There was the trains where you had the cabin and the passage.
That's right,
I
yeah.
don't like the open these.
No,
new,
I don't like it, yeah.
There's no romance to them.
You can't have a wank.
You can't have a wank. There was a thing I watched and it was like back in the day. Now they think perversion's a recent thing, but these lassies were going to school and they said every day they got the train to school and every day they saw somebody's willy.
Oh, my God.
They said people were flashing them all the time and they would go to the
That's
guard
awful.
on the train
Yeah.
and he would just say, oh well.
That's just
Oh,
what
well.
happens. That's British real for you.
But it's real.
God, that's awful. That's
I love it.
terrible.
I love train stations.
I don't.
I love
don't like trains, but I just went down this
Station.
to travel around Japan
Have you had the
on
Nazi
train.
stuff, even though you've not been watching Nazi stuff?
No, I haven't. I've actually. There's been nothing recommended.
No, I
I've
get
been-
endless stuff about it's not pro-Nazi stuff.
No.
But it's always end of the Nazis.
Yeah,
The
or
last
Nazi
days of Hitler-
spaceships.
Last days of Hitler, big feet.
Yeah, Nazi spaceship.
There's
I'll
a
get
guy.
that.
There's a guy called what's his name? Thomas Turtman or something. But he's the biggest dealer and collector in Nazi daggers.
Mhm.
He was the guy that dealt when Lemmy died.
Right.
He dealt with Lemmy's dagger collection.
Okay.
And I've always thought to myself, he seems an affable kind of guy.
Mhm.
Collector. He's kind of American guy,
Yeah.
smokes a cigar. I'm thinking, is he a Nazi? So I basically watched the programme and I'm just scrutinising him to see if he's giving away any Nazi stuff.
Yeah.
But his cufflinks are gold SS cufflinks. So I
Oh
think he
my
is a Nazi.
God. But do
Think
you
he's a
remember
Nazi.
growing up in the 80s, and in the UK, I don't know if it was like this anywhere else,
Yeah.
but you go into like an army surplus shop,
Yeah.
everything was World War II, and it was
Yeah.
pennies.
Yeah, pennies.
You could get
Boots, yeah, everything.
anything from the Second World War.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything.
Because they made things in the millions.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable.
And you would just pick up
You see,
anything.
that's the problem with Russia. Russia had warehouses full of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing's been looked after. But they're using that stuff.
They're
It's
using
World
it,
War
yeah.
II stuff. They had like armies that didn't exist, but they had officers.
Right.
And their job was to just wait, and then if war started,
They'd pull everyone in
they'd
and
pull the
ready to
troops
go,
in,
and
and
it's
you'd
just
have it's
old
just
stuff.
No working.
No, we got
Army surplus stores was good. I had a big parka jacket,
yeah.
big fleece line thing. I've still got it in the house.
I used to get the real German
oh, the
parkas.
layers, yeah.
And what did they cost? A tenner.
Nothing. You were
If
nothing.
they were a tenner, that was a lot. That was
Yeah.
when it was really good grade.
Yeah,
You paid nothing.
landmines.
Because I remember being a
You buy-
kid.
aye.
Yeah, you get deactivated grenades and everything. You didn't buy anything.
yeah.
You'd buy anything, and it was
Bayonets.
great. Yeah,
In this country, you cannot, I'm not wanting people to go about with guns or knives, but you can barely have a penknife in
no,
this
you
country.
can't have
It's
anything.
ridiculous.
You can't have anything
Well,
because
well,
we have this weird law
aye,
where they say you can have a penknife at a certain length,
aye.
right? That's fine, but it's up to the police to decide what you are going to use that for.
You can't have it on a lock. It can't be a
Yeah,
lock.
it can't be a locking. It has to be a certain length.
But you could quite happily go and buy yourself a kitchen knife.
Yes,
It's ridiculous.
it's like the guy that was arrested because he had all these kitchen knives with him,
He was a chef.
and that's fine. But he had a wee locking knife, and they went, "No, that's illegal," and he got done for it.
That's him being petty.
But he used it just for like working in
Yeah,
the kitchen. It was
yeah.
part of his tools, and
Yeah.
they went, "No," but he got done for it. He was
Oh,
seriously done for it. He
that's
was looking at prison time,
That's ridiculous.
and that's what you're looking at.
That's when
Because
people
what's
don't
it?
like
5
the
years
police.
here for carrying a
People
knife?
don't like the police at times. Pettiness.
It's nonsense.
No, you can't be going about with a knife. Can you? You're not really needing to go out to the nightclub with a knife.
No, you don't.
But in
That's
day to
right.
day life, you should be able to have a pocket knife on you. There's no issue. I don't. See
Well, the thing is, I use knives working with leather. I've got lots of knives and stuff like that. But the one thing that I need to carry with me all the time is some sort of box opener, a bladeless one.
yeah, yeah.
That's the greatest thing. And I've
Yeah.
got one. But technically, even though there's a blade on the inside,
Mhm.
you know, it's called bladeless, but it's on the inside. It's
Well.
just a sort of wee hook. That's still a weapon. So you could still be done for that. And you know what I mean? It's
No,
you-
we need to be adult country sometimes. That's something I think this country lacks a bit of seriousness.
we used to get knives as kids. I remember
we-
getting my first
no, we
knife
just-
and you'd
yeah,
carry it about
we
with you.
We just walk about with fucking air rifles.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to go about with a
just
rifle
over
and
your
that.
shoulder.
Mhm.
Did the police ever stop you?
No.
No.
No, I only got stopped once. I went cycling down cars because you used to
Yeah.
just, you can't shoot there now, but you used to go
Oh.
down there shooting. And I went down and come back there rifle, and the police came up. I went, "Oh, what have I done?" And he said, "Shotgun." And I went, "No." And he went, "Oh, it's my mate's got that farm up there. He's always looking for people to
Yeah.
clear the
Yeah.
barns and that." He says, "Air rifle." Oh, I'll go up and talk to
Yeah.
him. You'll probably get a few pigeons.
Again,
The only time I was stopped was needing me to go and shoot, and I was just a kid. It'd be 16 or something.
That's what I was watching as well. Videos of Americans shooting themselves in the feet by accident. Darwin Award stuff.
Oh God,
And
it's awful.
they're doing fast gun.
Yeah,
and they put it
bang!
in the holster,
Oh, right through
blast
the
it
leg and
right up the
everything.
leg.
Oh Jesus! The
I
famous
wouldn't
one.
have I just don't want a gun in the house. As soon as you've got a gun in the house, you're increasing your chances of being shot by a gun
That's right.
considerably.
The famous video was a guy, a cop, and he goes into the classroom, shoots himself in the foot. What was the gun doing in there? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
But anyway,
the
he
American
shoots
answer
himself
was
in the
they
foot.
want to arm teachers.
I know. Eh? Shoots himself in the
That's
foot, and then
ridiculous.
said, "Here's an example of what not to do. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Now you must excuse me."
And these things just go off.
Oh, yeah,
But they could just go off sat there. I watched one, and the guy was shooting,
yeah.
and one of his shells came out, and landed on an open box of shells and
Oh my God! Guns are
very
yeah,
dangerous.
they're very but the thing is, you always hear people saying guns are only as dangerous as the people using them. Well, that's not the case at all, because they're designed to be dangerous.
Yeah, they're a dangerous item.
They're
I saw another
designed to
piece
be
of
very
food.
dangerous.
I think it was in Iraq or something, some
Mhm.
birthday party, and the laddie's like that,
Yeah,
and he just goes,
and
and
it goes.
it goes through the crowd.
Yeah.
I don't get hits anybody.
I saw that. Yeah,
How, I don't know.
that
But
happened.
if you fire a bullet in there, it comes down,
Well,
it can kill you.
quite famously, there was a wedding, I
Yeah.
think, in Afghanistan, and someone fired, but it was indoors. It was a concrete roof.
Mm.
It killed like 12 people. Just brrr, like that, and just fucking hell. It was kids and everything.
Oh,
It
Jesus
was
Christ.
terrible. But it does happen.
Christmas, eh?
and guns.
TV this Christmas has
I
been
don't
quite
mind them.
piss poor on the telly.
Oh, I've not seen. I don't watch TV. Has it been bad?
There
It
was
used
a
to be a
ki-
big deal. Christmas
It's
TV
just,
was a
they
big
just
deal.
sort out the boomers. The boomers get their stuff.
Sound of Music.
And man, there's
Yeah.
too many. There's Oklahoma was on.
Oh my God.
There was a thing, and people need to watch. It was in BBC iPlayer, and it was about, I think it was Bradford, a cine club.
Okay.
So back in the day, there'd been 60 members. This working class people made films,
Right. Okay.
but now it's down on its luck a little bit, and it's
Okay.
like 12 members, and what a bunch of characters, and they're trying to make an Oklahoma film,
right. Okay.
and it's just these group of people, and I turned it on not expecting much from it, but it was this beautifully poignant,
Mhm.
like sad little melancholy film. If anybody gets a chance to watch it, watch it. Really good.
I've occasionally made items for British people
Yeah.
who think they live in the Wild West.
Oh yeah, no.
And they go around every day
Mm.
with their long hair, their cowboy hat, the full shit. And they absolutely believe they're
Oh.
cowboys, but they live in Cowdenbeath.
Yeah, Kunzerhuis and Cowden.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
When I was.
There's one guy I knew had his car was called Trigger.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It was
Well,
a Ford Fiesta.
When I was a doorman, I worked security at a country and western festival
okay.
in Haddington.
Yeah.
So along I went. What a blast! But it was all middle-aged folk, and there was guys with the big moustaches, white hair moustache.
Yeah, yeah.
One guy, he had his wife, and he called her the Squaw, and she was dressed like a Native American.
This is a fantasy.
But I mean,
this is
she was browned up.
oh
She had
Jesus.
makeup on, and she was an elderly lady, and
They're
had,
old. Yeah.
They all had General Lee cars.
There's
and then-
lots of Confederate
They're all,
flags.
yeah, they're all going about,
Yeah.
and then they're all the pistols.
Yeah.
But they were actually a dead nice bunch of people, and we all got quite drunk at it. And at the end of the whole festival, it was a 2-day
Mm-hmm.
thing. They're all in the big marquee, and they played Elvis American Trilogy, and they all took their caps off
Uh-huh.
and the hats. And at the end, they all took their very solemn, took their pistols out and fired it into the ground. But they were all like just bangers.
Because Elvis was dead.
No, just this is a tradition.
Just tradition. Well, the thing
No,
is,
I wasn't a doorman in Elvis died in 1980.
how old are you?
No, this is
So-
the 90s. Poor
But
Elvis.
the
Died
thing is,
having a shite.
having a shite. But
That's how Chris Shadowins is.
that's how
gonna
he's
go.
going to go.
He'll die having a pish though.
He'll
just
be a
catch
hard
fire.
bitch.
Just catch fire. A wee job he'll come out his willy.
But to say Confederate flags brings up, all the racism and that.
Yeah.
These people aren't. It's just anything from
Yeah, just
America.
any American thing.
Anything from
It's
America.
like back in the day. Remember the Japanese would all be dressed as Elvis,
Yeah.
and it was 1980s.
Yeah,
They were
it's-
just catching up.
Yeah, it's
It's-
kind of
yeah.
like that, but it's a very strange
There was
thing.
it was a father and son used to go about Dundee, and they looked like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, and they had the cowboy
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah, I know
But
what
the
you're talking
dad's
about.
the fat
They're
guys.
fat, yeah.
But the dad's
dad's
long
gone, yeah.
But the son goes about
Still the same.
skinny. No, he doesn't wear the cowboy stuff.
Does he
anymore.
not?
No, he doesn't. No,
Oh god.
he's lost loads of weight. He's a
Oh,
wee
right.
dumpy guy. Right.
So yeah, that's what happens. So it's very funny. But there's a lot of documentaries on the British sort of
Yeah,
cowboy scene.
yeah.
And then they have quick draw. And when you see Americans do quick draw, the gun comes out, fires twice before you even know the
I
gun's
think
there.
a woman's it's a
It's
woman champion.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Here, it's an elderly man shaking while he's lifting the gun. And it goes bang, and everyone goes, covers their ears and go, oh, it's loud.
Did you ever watch the thing where these guys who were like quite fetishizing of the Japanese culture? So they thought they were sumo wrestlers.
Yes,
So they went across. And they were just fat
You
guys.
told me about that, and I watched it, and it was horrific.
But one guy had tattoos, so he was just shunned.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed anywhere. But the thing is, they went, well, it's just being fat. and they got
No.
the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
They got told to fuck off, and
They're
that was
very,
it.
very fit. Plus, you have to learn to tuck your balls up into your body cavity.
I can't do that.
They do that.
I
They
have
do
one
that.
ball, right?
What?
Well, one of them goes on wandering.
This-
Yeah,
Down your
it
knees.
just goes. It goes into the top of my stomach lining.
Oh, well, we have
And
sumo.
I remember saying to my friend, "I've got this lump." He goes, "What?" And I went, "Look." And I went, "What's that?" He goes, "What's that?" And he's touching it. And I went, "Follow it." He went, "You dirty bastard." We're up at the beach. He didn't speak to me for months.
I can understand why.
It used to be my party trick.
Oh,
What do you think that is?
A
You
guy,
can't do these things these
a
days.
guy I used to share a flat with Leighton, he used to do his Bob Hoskins. So in a nightclub situation, he'd just pull his balls out, just his
Yeah.
balls,
Uh-huh.
and then walk about the nightclub and see if anybody would notice.
Do you remember when times were innocent?
Innocent times. It wasn't a sex thing. It was just,
No, he just used to do it because it's funny.
yeah, it's just funny.
And you people like
You'd get in a lot of trouble now over
Now
that.
you can't do anything. You can't
Well,
even
somebody
say
would film
balls.
it. Somebody
That's
would film
No,
it.
It looks different. When it's on film, you look quite perverted going to people, "What's that lump?"
Do you see Bob Hoskins? Yeah.
You ever seen a hairy tongue? You can't say these things
No,
to
you're
people
not
now.
allowed to.
Nah,
You're not
nah,
allowed
You
to.
can't do it.
Bad times.
So it's like, so I'm hoping people everywhere had a great Christmas and everything, because
Probably some of them did.
some of them did. Because it's like,
Some
because the
of them-
only family I have now is my mum, so it's a very small gathering.
Never let her run Christmas again. That
Never
sounds
again.
appalling. Earloaf.
Bread cake.
Bread cake.
Oh, it was beautiful bread. It was good. It was almost buttery.
Is she
It was
making-
lovely.
No wonder. Is she making this from a facility, the woman?
I don't know. I think there's a distinct possibility. And don't bite into bath bombs. They look
No.
like sweeties. I swear to God, it was 3 hours I could taste it because it's
My-
in your teeth and you're brushing them.
My mum and dad a few years ago, and I've still got it.
Mm-hmm.
I should have eaten it, but it was chocolate tools.
Oh,
and it's a
nice.
pair of secateurs, and they
Yeah.
just look like a pair of secateurs.
Oh,
But
wonderful.
they're made out of chocolate. Wonderful.
You didn't
Wonderful
want to
though.
eat it because it was too good.
It was just too good. I've got
Too good.
plenty of chocolate.
I actually brought you, I got so many curly whirlies, I brought you some.
A cuddly whirly. I ate so many. The work has just got so you go in and it's all the fucking quality street. Can people bring in all their excess? Like we got so much sweeties and stuff. You
Yeah,
just
it's just
like
so
at the
much.
work. It's too much.
My
I
mum.
like what's those long matchmakers?
Oh, you like them?
I like a matchmaker.
But you only get them at Christmas.
No, where do they exist the rest of the
Yeah,
year?
you just buy them
Cayman's
at
gone out of
Christmas.
fashion
What?
after 8.
Oh, I had an
That was a height of
That was-
of
But
sophistication.
that was rich people. We weren't that rich. You used to get them and you'd get
Oh,
one.
you would get-
You take out the wee bit of paper because
Yeah.
it was in paper. It was individual.
individual.
And you'd get one with your baby sham. So you were drunk.
No, we used to get Baby Sham, yeah.
Drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Eight years old. Drunk
You
as
know
fuck.
Baby Sham cider, don't you?
Yeah, and it's really, really strong.
Yo, I always you thought it was champagne. It's no champagne
Not
at
a
all.
sham. Just
cider.
cider for children. It's like 8%.
It was marketed for
It's
children.
so, yeah. But we'd get it.
So would we.
Sitting it.
We'd
Because you'd
get
have your own
Advocat.
table.
Snowballs.
Yes.
Like it was a milkshake. It's alcoholic.
Yes. He was fucking 5-year-old, drunk as fuck, demanding more after eights. I remember the first time I properly got drunk, because everyone got a baby sham and
Yeah.
nobody was drinking it at our table, the kids' table.
Yeah.
So I drank them
Oh,
all,
of course.
and it was you know
Everyone would
what?
get a
It
baby.
felt wonderful.
Oh, to just
I must have been 7, and it felt wonderful.
yeah. What following day though? You're like,
I
what?
was 7, no hangovers.
No. Great.
You know what I mean? I was playing with my Space 1999 gun.
Yeah.
Had the helmet on. Still got a picture of that.
Okay.
Had a NASA helmet on. Space 1999 gun. Drunk as fuck. Thought I was going to be sick in the helmet.
Wonderful.
Drunk as fuck.
Baby Sham. Do you still
But it was
get
this
Baby Sham?
beautiful.
I normally
Probably
get
do.
Schlur. I didn't have any Schlur this year.
Schlur.
I love a
yeah,
Schlur.
It's nice. It's
A
okay.
grape must.
Yeah, it's nice.
Grape must.
It's nice stuff.
Oh, it's lovely.
That's a
stuff.
Christmas drink as well, though.
A Schlur.
That's a Christmas. There's only
Now I've
certain
got the
things-
velvetizer. I don't need anything
Oh
else.
my
Just
god, that sounds
velvetizer.
awful.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Can't imagine what that does.
Oh, it's just beautiful. Just velvetizer. It's like a liquid whisper.
All right, okay, I know where you're going.
You know what I'm saying?
Aerated.
It's
Aerated.
copper. It's
Is it-
aerated, but it's in a copper. The
Oh, it
jug's
sounds proper.
very posh. Yeah, you can have it sitting out.
And
Looks
I
nice.
got a bright pink plastic candy floss maker.
Wonderful.
It's a different approach.
Wonderful.
It's going to be good. I'm going to do it next week here.
Ah, well,
I think
get a
it'll be
stick.
fun. It'll be
Yeah.
fun.
We could get some corn dogs
Yeah.
and use them.
How about we don't do that?
Oh, that would be so
That seems
good.
disgusting.
Corn dog.
But you would eat that.
Oh, of course I would.
You would eat that.
Of course I would.
No, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going
Yeah.
to give this. I think it'll be a fun experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do a full New Year show. So we're just going to talk about New Year at the moment because the next show we'll record is something different. I've got a plan.
Okay, you got a plan.
Got a plan. So coming up to New Year,
Hogmanay, my friend.
I
Hogmanay.
hate Hogmanay. I hate it.
I like it.
fucking hate
Do you
it.
stay up for the bells?
Nope.
Oh,
Don't give a shit.
oh well.
And it's like New Year. You go, oh well, who gives a fuck?
Oh, so that's, you could say that about anything. That's a bit nihilistic, my friend.
It's not nihilistic.
Everything's pointless.
Everyone's drunk.
You never.
Everyone's fighting. There's stabbings. I hate it.
Well, no, but Dundee don't. Dundee don't do anything.
They don't do anything now.
They never have for years.
It's been a long time.
Every other place you go to, Edinburgh, even Aberdeen, puts some shite
Yeah.
together. They lay down the cows and sheep long enough
No.
to party a wee bit. But Dundee's nothing. There's not a firework.
No,
There's nothing.
don't do anything.
They've got the Caird Hall. They could do something there.
They
But
used to
they
have,
did it one year and there was bottles getting chucked about. People got
Exactly.
up, and that's it.
there used to be fun fairs. There used to be loads of things going on.
Yeah.
And events. And when I was young,
Yeah.
I was about 16, there was fun fairs.
Was there
everything
not
going on.
talk of like some procession of flaming torches?
They're trying
Was
to
that
do
not
that.
happen? I thought that was happening.
Is
this
that
year.
happening? I heard they were going to try something. Whether it's going to happen or
I'd
not.
love it if the whole
Who's
centre.
going to go?
Love it if the whole centre of town just burnt down.
That it could happen.
Just a whole lot. Boots Corner, just an inferno. The Caird Hall collapses.
Careful what you say. The last time I
The-
made a joke about someone burning down, it burnt down that night. So we'll just avoid that.
The Caird
one.
Hall's like the Reichstag. Can it just like crumble?
Just falling down. Which it's played several times in films.
Yeah.
It's played
I know,
Nazi.
it's played Nazi and Soviet stuff.
What? Yeah. What bleak Nazi-looking place can we get to be in films? Dundee.
Dundee City Square. City Square.
It's so fucking awful.
Oh, yeah,
It's
need
so
the
awful.
Hogmanay, yeah, no.
I don't like it.
I
And like
it.
that, I used to go up to.
But
I've said this
Hogmanay
before.
is when people got gifts.
Is that when you got
The
gifts?
Catholics celebrated, when my gran and granddad's generation, up north, you got your present in Hogmanay. Christmas was just for the Catholics in the
Yeah.
town. And
No.
things have changed. And it's not been done because people have wanted it.
Yeah.
It's driven by, it's commercialism. That's what they've done. We need to sell more stuff.
It's yeah. I
And
understand
fair
that.
enough,
It's
because
part
no,
of.
the whole
reality.
Christ thing's quite bleak.
You know what happened one year in Scotland?
Aye.
You need a first footer. That's the first person who comes across
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
door. Now they've got to have dark hair. My hair was almost fucking black. I remember
Oh, you did
being 14,
that. Right.
right, and put outside my grand's house
Oh, no.
in the Closey up at Lansdowne, fucking freezing, right? And they said, you're the first footer. So about 10-2 they put me out. Not 1 minute, 10-2.
Oh, yeah, because you
So I'm
can't,
standing there.
you can't first foot yourself.
That's right. So I'm standing there. I didn't realise I had to knock on the door. I'm waiting for them to open the door. I thought, it must be 12 now. So midnight,
To bring coal.
right? I eventually, I'm standing with a bit of coal in my hand, frozen. My jacket's in there. So I knock on the door and I went, how did you not knock on the door? Let me in. Because you've got to knock.
Oh.
And then they let me in because they were superstitious old fucks.
You see, tradition to me, if I don't like a tradition, I don't do it.
It was 14. I was chucked outside.
The tradition, I'm not doing that.
It was cold.
I'm not doing it. I
I
just,
was wearing
yeah,
a t-shirt.
if a tradition involves eating a lot of food, I'm all on board.
Okay.
But no.
I
nobody
hate
goes-
tradition.
No, it's people first foot like they used to.
I don't think a
The
lot of people
go
know
to
what
each
it
other's
is.
houses
Yeah.
now. It used to be a big thing. On Hogmanay, you'd see the bells and there'd be a big party. And then the day after, you'd go round all the pals and friends who when we were kids. You'd be taken around and everybody would lay on food. And it was a bigger... Christmas was for family.
Yeah.
Hogmanay was more for extended family
That's
and friends.
right. Yeah.
So Hogmanay to me was better as a kid. It was more fun.
You got more drink. Because
You got a lot
everyone
of
gives you the cans,
Yeah.
all the dregs,
You get a lot of drink.
and they just pile it on
It'd
you.
always
I
be
was
some
4.
fanny that drank Pernod or
Oh,
something.
there was always something like that. But I just remember looking at the quite matronly,
Aye.
stocky ladies on the back of the cans,
Oh.
fully clothed.
Hairy legs.
But they give the impression they might take those clothes off at some...
It's some
on the back of
after
the can.
after marriage, those clothes are coming off.
I-
It's a leisurely
This
pace.
is not even a joke. there would be sexy ladies wearing heavy jackets. That's a Scottish
Some of the
sexy
tenants'
lady.
cans, you would get a bikini. I'm sure Carol
Very
Smiley was on one.
Oh,
Never
God.
hear of Carol Smiley anymore.
She's all face.
Well, Lorraine Kelly was on the TV this morning.
Oh, thank God she wasn't on a
She's
can.
I don't know what she was up to. She was going somewhere, but I wasn't interested.
No, don't
She just her tits are right hanged up, they're right wrinkly.
Oh God, she's like 75 or
She
something.
must be in her 80s.
Yeah,
Lorraine.
she's old as fuck.
She's been around a long time.
Long time, since the 80s.
She was on the TV back before BBC Two.
Yeah, easily.
She was the
Easily.
first. Long time. Done well for herself, that lassie.
She done the lighting on the Naked Ape
She did.
a long time ago. So,
She's still alive,
no, he's gone. I think.
Desmond.
I saw the ape. The ape that was on the cover. Of I went to this Mr. Potter's Summon of Curiosities, and up at the top, the stuffed ape was still there. Because it was stuffed on the front. It wasn't a real one. It was
A human Z.
Well, no, it was just a champ. They just killed it and went, we'll take a picture of that.
Poor thing.
That was
Poor
terrible.
bloody
So,
thing.
the whole New Year thing I hate.
Aye,
I was
no.
cold outside. I can't stand it. I don't like the tradition of it. I don't like everyone being drunk.
Everybody get really bladdered.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Black bun. You a fan?
What?
The cake, black bun.
Never heard of it.
Oh, well.
What the
You
fuck
look
is this?
Look it up and
What does
taste
it taste like?
It's lovely.
Is it bread?
It's a
That's
it's
what
a
I'm
bun.
used to.
It's a black, rich bun.
Well, I'm used to it.
It's
so
a funny thing, a black bun. Very
Is
traditional.
it black all the way through?
Yeah, it's dark inside with like a kind of skin. You'd have to look
Oh,
up.
because I get black cornbread.
No.
That's black
I
cornbread.
like a clooty dumpling. That was a big...
Ah.
I love it. You don't like
Nah, I don't like
You don't
it.
like anything. Clooty dumpling. With a nice
don't.
custard. Oh,
Oh, custard's
nice
nice.
slice of kiwi. Yeah, okay.
Do you get Devon custard in this cardboard box? Just
Oh,
take a wee thing off and just drink it.
Just drink it.
Love it.
I like it cold.
Cold. It's got to be cold. Don't like it hot. It's ruined if it's
I
hot.
like my semolina and my tapioca. I like all those.
I don't like them.
Oh,
So they're
love,
okay.
I love all those
But
things.
the
Semolina with a bit of jam in it.
rice
Lovely.
and
Rice
custard, rice
Ru-
pudding and custard
Homemade rice pudding with a crust
Oh.
on it in the oven.
with raisins.
Lovely.
I love the raisins
Mm.
through it. That's
Ambrosia are now doing
heavenly.
a luxury custard.
Oh,
I think it's got clotted cream in it.
oh.
I love clotted cream.
Have you ever had clotted cream and herring?
Oh,
That's a mix.
oh.
It's not good.
Yeah. I just drank so much double cream. Cape Ross appeared
Uh huh.
and he brought fucking Elm Lee.
What?
Elm Lee's the pretend cream.
Throw them out.
I was going to throw him out. But he'd bought me for my Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you think he bought me? An articulated American Werewolf in London figurine.
Get the fuck.
We replaceable heads, exchangeable head thing. Ah, it's like that.
He loves you.
Oh, he does.
Holy shit.
I bought him.
That's amazing.
I bought him
yeah.
some Himalayan salt lamp candle drinking vessels
And you hate him.
and a Skeletor picture. Skeletor for his wall.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
It's
That's
nice.
quite good.
Skeletor.
That's quite
But
good.
done in a very adult it's cool.
Okay, that's quite nice.
He's got smoke coming out his eyes and there's all these characters.
But I
in the
have to
smoke.
say, the gift you got
Oh,
sounds
it's good.
amazing.
I don't know where I'm going to put it.
Oh, I put it on just in your living room.
Aye, well, I can't really do that. But I'll find a wee home for it.
That sounds fucking excellent. So
Anyway.
how's the dog doing, his new dog?
Well, he brought the dog in.
Mhm.
It's called Walter. So I've insisted I'm not calling it Walter. So
Okay.
when it's in my house, I call it Warlock.
Does it answer to it?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Walter Warlock
sounds
is the
the
same. So he take the dog in, and I says, "Well, the cat's going to be in the house,
Yeah.
so you have to be careful." It'll be fine, he said. I goes,
Oh.
"Okay." I says, "You'll need to put the dog on a lead."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he takes the dog in. He comes into the living room. The cat's sleeping. It looks up, fluffs up, attacks, runs the length of the room, and just attacked the dog.
Right.
Like attacking it. So he's dragging the dog out of the room. The dog's terrified. The cat just keeps coming. We'll basically have to slam the door in the cat's face, and the cat's that you could hear him.
that
He'd
went
have
well.
killed it.
Yeah.
So then the cat had to go upstairs and stay in the room and just fed him and stuff. He was fine. But the
Well,
dog,
it's just a puppy, isn't it?
no,
Yeah.
it's 3-4 years old. It's a
Oh,
rescue
right.
dog.
It's a rescue. Okay.
Oh, the
okay.
cat would have killed it. Just torn it into bits. He wasn't giving up.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's
Because
brilliant.
cats are like that. They attack. There's pictures of cats attacking alligators.
Oh, I've seen that. They
They'll
just bat it.
Their
They're like,
attitude
you
is
fuck.
you have to attack.
Yeah.
Because if
It
you
works.
run, Because a dog, I've seen
It's
a dog will run at a cat,
Yeah,
but a cat, just every part of the cat attacks you.
yeah.
A
That's
dog
it.
can bite, but a
Can be
cat
really
just,
sore.
yeah,
But it's like when you see a cheetah and it's chasing a little deer,
yeah,
and the deer goes, "No, I'm not running,"
Yeah.
and the cheetah goes, I'm not sure what to do now.
yeah, just weird.
Okay, I'm
you
off
know,
home.
cheetahs can't roar; they can only meow.
Oh, that's right.
They don't
That-
have two bones.
that's
Just-
right.
yeah,
And then
I
other
love-
cats can't meow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bizarre.
It's weird times.
Or
No,
they
he
don't
was
meow.
puffed up, that cat. And ever since, he's been right pleased with himself.
I bet.
Really pleased with himself, you know.
Cleared the house out.
But yeah, so we watched. Yeah, so Cape Ross was round and we
Sounds
watched,
good. Was he wearing a cape?
No,
He should be.
he
He
should
should
be.
commit to it.
He's not.
I don't think he's that committed.
He wears a cape if there's a Star Wars film comes out. He goes and dresses up.
Does he go to the Star Wars film dressed as
Yeah,
that?
he has done.
Wonderful.
He has done.
Wonderful.
He
How
has-
many lightsabers does he have?
Oh, I think he's got numerous lightsabers.
The good quality ones,
Oh, I
the
think
proper
possibly.
fighting ones.
He's got these little ones which are miniature ones, but they're all like can made cast metal and
Oh, right,
brass. and-
nice. Because I've seen there's some great sites that do the proper ones.
anything Adam Savage does is best avoided.
Whoa,
bought-
I was watching him the other night.
What was he doing this time?
What the fuck was he doing?
He always does stuff. Have you ever not had a creative idea? And he's like, "Oh, listeners,
Yeah, no,
He
there was
speaks
something
about,
that we
like-
were getting annoyed at. So me and my girlfriend were watching it. I can't remember. Went
I
through a
always
few of
watch
them.
him, but it annoys me.
Yeah,
He had a Nerf gun. He was
the
getting.
Nerf gun. It was the Nerf gun. We were watching that, the Aliens pulse rifle, and he goes, "I'm not going to touch this," and he's just, and we were just going, "Dude, stop it! Just pull your cock out and run it up and down the length of it because we know you want to do
But
that."
yeah, he's pervy, isn't he?
Yeah, there's
There's some.
a stomach energy to him these days because when he's holding something, all you see is the item, the pulse rifle, and his belly.
Yeah,
And I feel people have a belly like that get more perverted. You always see them in like sex
The
clubs.
thing I
hear
see when he takes stuff out of boxes, it slightly annoys me. He just
he throws it.
throws all the stuff away
Yeah.
because he's no paid for it. It's not to him.
Yes.
And
If
it
he
goes
paid
into his
for it,
collection. He thinks his collection is like some room in the Vatican where they're keeping these treasures. And it's just when he dies, folk will
In the
just throw
bin.
it all out.
in the bin. Just throw it all out.
Why does he need?
Because
all-
they'll go like that. They'll go through it and they'll say, "Who wants a replica of the bin that was in the Firstborn film?" With
No.
just shite in it. No, I don't want that. Just in the bin.
bin it.
Yeah, bin
Or
it.
who wants a beautifully handmade box full of fake jewels?
I don't want that.
I don't
bin
want
it.
to bin it.
Listen, there's a Nerf gun here that he's opened up and painted.
Where does
Do you
he?
want?
He
Nah,
must have
bin
a
it.
warehouse somewhere full of his stuff.
Yeah. You got any kids or anything that need a Nerf gun? No. Bin it.
He got two.
You got two, that's correct. One to paint and one to keep as is. Because it's so important.
No, it's
You've got
not.
a plastic
You
child's
know, I have
toy.
a slight problem with. He's very right on woke.
Yes,
Okay,
that's fine.
fine, but he does realise nerds are just producing so much pointless plastic
Oh, yeah.
because it's the
that's
most
a good point.
pointless of plastics.
Yes.
It's not You could argue plastics are good because plastics packaging. There's things that plastics fill a good need. They're robust.
It's like us, we only have important plastics like phones that don't
yeah,
work.
You know what I mean? No, well, that's utterly pointless. But the world doesn't need millions of these Nerf guns.
It's just,
It's just rubbish. And then they make all this stuff. And when he's cutting a lot,
That's a good point.
what does he do with all these waste? He uses a lot of wood, fair enough.
Yeah.
But all these trimmings of plastic, where
And
does
he's
that all go?
glues and he's epoxies.
Where do they all
and-
go? Where does he
Yeah.
bin it all? Recycle it? Does he fuck? He's a one-man plague on this planet.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Christmas. Right, we're right on to the next show. So until next time,
I'm going to put a fleece on.
it's cold. Until
No.
next time, laters.
I'll put a fleece on.
Say your bit. We're actually leaving.
Ta-da!
Oh my God.